I got a notification that said it's live streaming, so
Okay.
it's a good start.
Setting up your meeting.
Yeah, it takes a bit to like actually start. What'd you title it?
Vintage. Hold up, I need a vintage Boogie Cousins helps Nuggets beat Rockets.
That's good.
Thank you.
I think that's good.
Dude, I hope this.
We need to have more titles like that.
There we go. Yeah. All right. You ready to just start?
Yeah.
All right.
It's starting a little late though. Let's see my face. It's like my face is dark.
All right. The Jokic-less Nuggets pretty much destroy the Houston Rockets. I mean, it got close a couple times, but it was basically like 15-point gap really throughout most of the game. Vintage DeMarcus Cousins helped the way at 31 points and 20-something minutes. Let me see.
Yeah, 24 minutes, 31 points in 24 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He had 9 rebounds, 4 assists, few steals. This was as good as I've seen him since like New Orleans. Very, very welcome sight to see. This is like he looked athletic. I mean, he had a couple dunks that were like, I didn't know he could still get up like that.
I know. You can tell he's like healthy.
Yeah, he's finally has his legs under him again. There was a move he had in the first quarter where it was a one dribble and then he spun and dunked. And I'm like, whoa, hold on.
I know.
Like, I haven't seen that quickness in like 4 years. So
yeah, he stunned DeMarcus Cousins, or I mean Christian Wood.
Mm-hmm. He's not even like Boogie. Like, it's crazy that we're talking about him like so old. That's why he doesn't have athleticism. He's only like 31. Like I know
he's not that old. Yeah,
like, he's still like if he never got injured, he would probably be in like the back end of his prime right now.
You'd probably be considered like
so many lower body injuries.
Yeah, you'd probably be considered like probably on like that cat level, I guess, right now.
Yeah.
They seem like they have pretty similar type of games, kind of.
Mm-hmm. He is 31. 31 years old.
Yeah.
This was a great game for Boogie. I think it was great to see him. Like, he talked a lot about how he kind of bought in when he was with Milwaukee. Like, he bought into the Milwaukee culture. He was like he thought he was there to stay, and then they cut him for kind of no reason. So I think that for him to have like the support of the entire Denver Nuggets fan base, and also be with the coach who he knows he's going to be able to stick with, that's huge for him. And I mean he's played. I mean he's been good like literally the entire time he's been here. But the last like 4 or 5 games have been the best that I've seen him in a long time. One of the more underrated parts I think that we're seeing as well. His last 10 games, he's shooting 42% from 3. That's not even counting this game where he went 3 for 4. So he's starting to get his 3-pointer back too. And if he can get that back to space the floor even more with the bench unit, that's going to be like that bench unit is going to be incredible.
Yeah, I know. I was about to actually like say like I feel like he's been shooting really well from 3. And then, I mean, his rebounding's always been good. And he's just I didn't really realize how much like of a defensive kind of force he is. It's kind of like Jokic in a way of he's just a big body, like just down there who can kind of just, like not let people shove him, I guess. But he's more, more athletic too.
There's like some plays in the second half I was watching, like defenders or not defenders, but like players trying to go at him on defense would just bounce off of him. Like he's such a brick wall down low, like that you can't post him up. You can't like go through him. Like smaller defenders, you're always taught to go, or smaller players. When you're young, you're always taught to go like low on a big, like hit him in the stomach. Like you can't do that with Boogie. You're just gonna fall. Like he's so solid in there, and that's something that the bench definitely has missed, and I think that's something that I think Jokic as well isn't very good at, in terms of like being like a wall. Like he's good when he's going for the ball, but in terms of like the players, like if they go into his body, he's going to be able to be pushed back. He cannot push Boogie back like, whatsoever.
Yeah, I know exactly. We've got, dude. What is this? Antonina. We got a new viewer. Vote red. Yeah, I agree, Antonina. That is.
Let's go.
We got the Boat God in here too.
Oh God, he's back.
That comment is facts though. Like we can put like JaMychal Green at center and he can be an MVP candidate. Michael Malone's center system, dude. Why is my live stream like this? Hold up. I did not mean for it to be. Like why is it only one talking on this YouTube live stream? I mean one like face.
No, it's not.
Switch that. Oh,
really? I mean, when I'm looking at it, it shows both of us.
I just see me. I'm like, damn, I want to see you too.
That's weird.
But yeah, DeMarcus Cousins, great game. Really a good game from just about everyone who played, which was needed. Davon Reed, as we've been saying, wanted him to play, and he knocked down a couple threes. Play good defense.
I still believe he should be in the rotation. I know Austin Rivers isn't playing really well, but I mean, you look at the bench and how, like, I mean, Davon Reed did literally exactly what Austin Rivers did. He just shot better. So, like, I still think he should be in the rotation. But if Austin Rivers is going to play like that every single game,
I know.
By all means, play him. But I still think Davon Reed, especially because he's more of like an actual wing.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes more sense for him to be in there with two undersized guards with Forbes and Bones. But I mean, he's such a solid player. Like, I know the DNVR people, they call him Mr. Dependable. I think that's a great name for him because, I mean, he's just always going to show up. He's always going to hit a couple threes. He's going to play good defense. He's like Torrey Craig, but just like a better shooter that I think is perfect.
Yeah, no, that's literally – he's probably even a better defender, I would say, at least, taking the ball away. Craig really didn't get like many steals unless he intercepted a passing lane. Will Barton broke the Nuggets 3-point record.
It only took him going 0 for 19. That's insane. That's like, is that the record? I think that's the record for most missed threes in a row by someone who like takes more than like 3 a game. Because I mean, he got close in Sacramento, and in Sacramento, like, they're not in Sacramento, but against Sacramento last Saturday, he hit 3 threes. Like, he hit a few huge ones, the 2 huge ones in the fourth quarter. And he didn't make one until today again.
Well, so how many did he miss in a row? Like 18?
19. He went 0 for 19 until he went 2 for 2 on his last 2. Most Will Barton fashion.
I know, right? 769, I think. What a record by a historic team.
No, he's
he's got like that many. Curry's at like 3,000.
Curry has literally like 5 times the amount.
Yeah. I mean, literally, like Jokic is like 5th on our list. Like, bro.
Yeah, Jamal is 3rd. Like, Jamal was ahead of Will, but then obviously Jamal got hurt. So if Jamal was healthy, he would have broke it this year.
Who's like? So it's Barton,
J.R. Smith, and then Jamal, Michael Adams, and then it's Gary Harris.
I feel like
I only know that because I showed the graphic like 9 times.
Mm-hmm. Jamal and Porter are going to destroy the record. Hopefully, as long as they
if they're able to stay healthy.
Even Jokic could like
he's going to get up there.
Yeah,
for sure, he's going to get up there. Hopefully they're able to stay with Denver for long enough to do that. I mean, it's a huge record. I mean, you could tell it was on Will's mind like the entire last week. He was just shooting so many threes. He was pressing so much. He wasn't playing himself. But in the second half, he started playing better. Like, he got to the rim more. He was ball handling. He wasn't trying to shoot. He was playmaking well. He only had 2 assists, but I thought he was passing well at the pick and roll. Then he hit those 2 shots. They're the most Will Barton shots too. I mean, there was like a contested pull up
I know.
and then a step back three when he didn't have to step back. uh, but it's very good to see him finally get that record.
Yeah, I know it's a little
Yeah.
J.R. Smith like with the way he
Yeah.
looks for those contested threes.
Yeah, this is a good game.
What else to
That
take
was
Monte
Bones.
Morris has been struggling a little bit.
He did. He went 2 for 2 from three today, which is good to see.
Yeah.
He had a good second half. Bones, I thought, ran the offense really well. I thought that him and Facu played well together.
Mm-hmm. Dude, Bones' defense today.
It was great.
Yeah,
it was phenomenal.
I mean, he was like all up in whoever was dribbling their face, stealing the ball.
3 steals. Yeah. He was really, really good. This is probably one of his best all-around games that he's had. He was able to get to the line. He got to the rim. He had a couple threes that were pretty big. Facu, obviously with Austin Rivers out, Facu played, and I thought that he played good. He had 4 assists. Bones had 5. He didn't score. One shot he had was obviously a wide open layup that he missed.
Of course.
I think he's been better, like in these spot minutes that he's been thrown into ever since he got taken out of the rotation. I think he's been okay. Mm-hmm. And obviously, I think that Boogie helped in the Portland game. I think having Forbes there as a floor spacer is helping Bones being more like mature and knowing how to play within the team system more has obviously helped. But he himself has played better, so I like that.
Yeah. Dude, literally, people will probably say what Boat God just said right here with like Jokic narratives and everything, and especially like him losing to the Thunder and then us beating the Rockets without him. Like, damn, this probably hurts Jokic's case, but I feel like Jokic's case right now is like I feel like it's Embiid's award to lose, right? Even though I just saw Harden and Maxey close out the Cavaliers, no help from Embiid. He's probably just going to win MVP just because whatever they want him to.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree that I think it's Embiid's award to lose.
Historic 3-point. I know, a franchise leading 3-point shooter as the 4th option, maybe 5th option, really, probably. I guess.
Yeah, when everyone's healthy, yeah.
With Gordon, yeah.
I said this after the Portland game. I think is I want to see Boogie and Jokic play together. I feel like they could play together.
That would be weird. I mean, I don't know. Like the Jokic power forward experiment early in his career didn't work.
It did not. But also Nurkic, like that's why it didn't work. Is because Nurkic,
I know,
didn't play well. But like I remember when we started JaVale for that one game last season. JaVale played well and Jokic played well together.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, it has to line up right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like JaMychal Green also has to be out for that to work, so you can stagger Boogie with the second unit or something like, or like some guards have to be out so you can stagger. But like, I think that I just want to see it together. Like I feel like that would just be the greatest playmaking front court in NBA history. Him and Jokic. And I feel like no one's ever getting a rebound on you with both of them in the game. The spacing would be good. I think that I just feel like they complement each other well. I just also like seeing. I don't know why. Like I know everybody hated the Jokic Plumlee minutes when they played together, but like I don't know. I thought it was cool because Jokic and Plumlee complemented each other really well. Like I remember there was a play against Portland. They ran a 2-man game and Jokic threw a lob to Plumlee. I'm like, when are you ever going to see a center throw a lob to another center on a pick and roll? So it's like, I just want to see stuff like that again, just because it's unique and that's the type of stuff that Jokic allows you to do. But I mean, both of them can definitely play well together on their own, as we see with Boogie. This is 31 in 24 minutes is I mean, he played the least minutes in the starting lineup and he dominated like the entire time he was in.
I know, he literally did. Yeah. I mean, it was just like, it felt like every minute he was in, there was either a dunk or a 3 or.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, his passing is just so good too. Like he had one pass when he was on the baseline, Forbes like out on the kind of like free throw line extended out to the 3-point line, and he just fired him like a missile in there. I think he was like kind of falling out of bounds on the baseline. He found Forbes open.
Yeah.
Forbes missed it, but it was like, damn, that was a bullet. Aaron Gordon had a little scare. I was like, dude, don't.
Oh yeah.
Because he jumped, I think. Maybe it was either when he landed or when he went up for like a layup attempt. And then he came down and he's just holding his knee. I'm like, dude, please don't tell me.
I was like, are you serious? Like,
I know.
I'm glad he's okay. He had a little bit of a bounce back game too. He had a really rough game against OKC. Everyone had a rough game against OKC, but he bounced back. Jeff Green attacked well. He did okay. This is a good all around game. I think something that Boogie also brings to the table, pretty similar to Mason Plumlee, is that like you can run the exact same offense that you run with Jokic because of his playmaking ability, and like that's why when Mason Plumlee was here, Denver had one of the best benches in the NBA because the offense never changed. The system never changed. That system, the Jokic ball system, is so potent and it's so electric that like if you have any big who can play make, it's going to be elite. And obviously Jokic runs it to the highest level, but I mean the offense looked just as good tonight as it would have looked with Jokic, but it's because of DeMarcus Cousins' ability to play make out of the post and like facing up from the top of the key.
And the bench has better shooters too. So it kind of like makes up for the gap between Jokic and Cousins can like be made up for because of the shooting of Forbes and Bones and Rivers when he's on and Reed when he plays. I mean, I'm excited for when I don't know. Did you talk about this? Maybe I don't know when the news came. Maybe it was yesterday.
I did. I talked about it a little bit on
Murray
Wednesday,
going to.
I didn't talk about Murray going. I talked about MPJ going.
Yeah, and there's a report. Was it yesterday that came out, or I think it was yesterday that both Murray and Porter were scheduled to go to Grand Rapids, for the G League team, and I'm like, damn, like Murray too, like that must.
Yeah.
Both of them are like close. Yeah, I thought Murray was going to be kind of a long shot after like another article came out of him talking about like, oh, whatever, like I'm in no rush. Like
the Complex article.
He did an interview with Complex, and the way he was talking to him is like, he's all right, he's not coming back this season. But if both him and MPJ, like they very well could have been going to do different things. Like Murray could have been going to just get like some more like strength conditioning in or something, but I feel like if they're both going at the same time, they're both going to scrimmage. I just think that the only reason why MPJ's news was announced is because he kind of like snitched on himself. I know.
It was like that's the only reason why it was announced. Denver has been so quiet about both of their timelines. Like the only news that we know is like they could return at some point before the playoffs, and you're like, all right, well, like what? Like, are you like really? Like, I don't.
Yeah,
like, that's all we get. So
it'd be so funny. I forget who I saw this from. It'd be so funny if like the Nuggets, when they post like the starters on Twitter, there's just one game just randomly.
Yeah,
like no news whatsoever. Just more Murray and Porter in there.
Yeah,
starting lineup. And it's
I just want to see the chaos.
It's just like
our
first five against OKC, and it's like Murray and Porter. Like, where did this come from?
Like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I want that to happen too.
Casual about it.
I legitimately think that they're probably on the same track to return now, because if they're both scheduled to go up to Grand Rapids at the same time, like I feel like that means they're on the same recovery track. And the reason why, I feel like we should also mention this, if you haven't read the article, the reason why they didn't go, they didn't have a setback or anything. They're both still on track. It's just like logistically, it didn't make sense for them to go only for one practice, because Grand Rapids fly to Orlando tomorrow, I guess. So they would only be there for Friday, and then they have to come back. So it didn't make sense for them to be there for just one practice. And they thought that they could get some of the work done in Denver rather than going to Grand Rapids. So they are going to go at some point, probably next week. They're going to go get conditioning in again, and maybe even play a game. It'll be the only G League game think I'll ever watch if both of them play. Like that'd be so hilarious.
I know. I don't know if they're gonna play. I feel like they just practice because I don't think I don't think like Clay played in a game, right?
No, they didn't. I just think like it's possible if they play in a game. Not like heavy minutes, but just like maybe they play in like the first half. Just give them like 10, 15 minutes just to see how they feel. Just to like knock some rust off. It's like a scrimmage and game action. They're two completely different things. It's mostly just to like for conditioning to get them back into game shape. But yeah, you're right that it's pretty unlikely that they're going to play a game. I think that'd be funny to see two all-star caliber players against G League competition.
It'd be so funny to see like him, Isaiah Thomas like averaging 40 points a game, Nick Stauskas averaging like 50 points a game. Like I want to see. I mean, if Nick Stauskas and Isaiah Thomas can score 50 in the G League, like imagine like Jamal in there.
Yeah,
putting up like 70 in his first game back.
Yeah, I want to see.
Dude, our G League team is insane. It's like, what the hell? Where did this come from? Like, Nick Stauskas getting a contract after dropping. Like, I don't know what it is. They just get superpowers. Like, I bet if Kenneth Faried had gotten a chance with the Grand Rapids Gold, like he would be in the.
I mean, he's on the roster. I don't know where he is, but like he's on the roster technically.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know. Like he played in like 3 games and then he just stopped. Like they just didn't play him. I don't know what it is, but he was playing well too. That's the other thing. Like he's averaging like 15 and 10 for a guy who's been out of the league for 3 years. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
In your first few games. Yeah, the Nuggets G League. Something that they have to learn is that they got to start developing their younger players. Like right now, there is no reason for Marcus Howard to be up with the Nuggets. And if you're not going to play Davon Reed, there's no reason for him to be up with you. There's really no reason for Bol to be up with the Nuggets the entire time, even though he was on a full contract. I feel like you could just put him down in the G League just to get him reps, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like we just got to – I mean, this is the first year we have a G League team. It's something that they have to think about a lot more. But, you know, in terms of getting guys back into the league, they're by far the best.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 4 or 5 players who got an NBA contract.
I know, literally. Dude, Cam Payne is back for the Suns. I just realized.
Yeah, he came back a week ago. Or like not a week ago, but I think sometime this
Cam
week.
Johnson is 30. Dude, this game is so hard to look at. I'm like, what the fuck? Like the Suns have these bright orange jerseys on with a bright orange paint. Mm-hmm. And the Knicks have like
are black
and orange too.
Yeah.
It's like what are these like bright? It's like if like the Broncos just played on like an orange field.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit. It's tough. Julius Randle got ejected.
Oh my god,
game. I saw that.
Yeah, I know. This game's tied now, bro. I'm pissed. The Knicks were up like 15. I want the Suns,
up a lot.
I want the Suns to fail without Chris Paul.
DeAndre Ayton, 8 points. So
there you go. This is the max contract, DeAndre.
And that's with Cam Payne having 13 assists. So it's not like they're just not looking. It's not like they have nobody there. Like Cam Payne is dealing right now. And they don't have Book either. So like Ayton should be the number 1 guy, not Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson's jumper is so smooth. Like dude, him and MPJ. Like if you're a young coach and you're like if you're a coach and you're teaching young kids how to like shoot, like those 2 guys should be your prototypical. Like those are the images you show them when they're mid jumper because it's so good. It's just perfect. Every single shot he takes is perfect. It's just he's got 32 and 26 minutes.
I don't know. Have you guys ever noticed Jokic looks way cooler in the blue? I know. Speaking of jerseys, he looks fat in the white jersey.
Yeah.
At times.
Yeah, he does.
But definitely the Mile High City jersey looks the best. Either that or like the black one. The black
one, yeah.
City jersey.
The black one was very slimming.
But yeah, it was.
Yeah. I think the black
one made everyone look good, really.
Mm-hmm. It made that jersey was so clean.
I know. Still, that's and then when we moved to the red ones, it's like, bro. Yeah. Dude, what even? Wait, I'm kind of like, what even are our city jerseys?
This year, they're like the dark blue ones. with like the diamond patches on the side.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm still thinking of like having the
The
whatever
skyline, yeah.
skyline on it. Yeah, I forgot. I feel like
I
we
still
haven't
wish,
worn it in a while.
yeah, we haven't. I still wish we brought back the blue skylines. Like we brought like the white one and then went black and then went red. I wish we brought back the blue one. The blue one I think is the best jersey in Nuggets history. The blue skyline one.
Mm-hmm.
But glad they brought it back in general because those jerseys are so clean.
Yeah, I know. I wonder what they're gonna do. Like if they're gonna. So I feel like this jersey that they have right now, you can't really like make like 3 versions out of this.
Yeah.
With like the rainbows on the side. I don't know. Maybe we'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
The Rockets. I want to keep track of this every time I see a player that I've never heard of. I know the Thunder had a lot that we were talking about. The Rockets with one today. I think I've heard of Dacian Nix.
Dacian Nix. I know him.
It's weird, like not saying like Dacian. Yeah, Dacian Nix. Trevelyan Queen. I've never heard of. And
yeah, me neither.
He was in this game and he hit a 3 down 20 and like.
Oh, he was celebrating.
He was celebrating. I'm like, okay. I know no one knows like, who you are, Trevelyan, but I know. I wonder if that's his first basket. I mean, it might be.
I don't think so. I mean, he got like an and one bucket, and he was like flexing at the bench and like, dude, look at this score. Like, I understand if you want to be like energy and be happy and stuff, but like, come on, you gotta have some like mental awareness of what's going on with the team right now.
Like, I swear, no one in the arena knows who you are.
Yeah,
good for him. 100% free throw shooter on the year, by the way. Fun fact.
Oh, beautiful.
Upcoming.
I know Christian Wood apparently is not a good free throw shooter this season. He's shooting 59% from the line this season, but and 66 for his career. But of course, he went 8 for 8 today.
Did he?
He's not like a bad shooter either. It doesn't make any sense. I never understood why bad shooters are not, or good shooters aren't, or bad free throw shooters. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know, because usually if they're a bad free throw shooter, you're like, okay, those threes
but yeah. He's like a 40% 3-point shooter, doesn't
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't make sense.
Knicks
other
up.
Stuff.
Let's go.
Knicks are up. I see that. Other stuff in the NBA, I guess. Says we're winding down this episode. Pistons won. This is something that I want to talk about a little bit. Malcolm Brogdon's come back, and since he's come back, Tyrese Halliburton's stats have dropped significantly. Because Malcolm Brogdon, I mean, I think this is a very similar situation to what was happening in Sacramento. Halliburton and Fox are both point guards, like they're both pure point guards. So like playing both of them at the same time doesn't really work, and I think that's very similar to what Brogdon Halliburton is. I think Brogdon's more of a 2 than a 1, but he's still like extremely on ball. And I don't know. I don't think that those two work together very well.
Bro, this dude makes everything. Cam Johnson just hit a 3. But yeah. I don't know. I feel like,
No, that's just my observation on what that is, because like Brogdon is like a scoring point guard. Like he can play make, but his best trait is
he took 23 shots today.
Yeah, and Halliburton only took 8. Like Halliburton cannot only take 8 shots. He has to be like your lead guy in terms of scoring and playmaking.
Brogdon's been hurt, right?
He has been for a while. Like this is his first few games. This first few games back, he missed a lot. So I don't know. Maybe it's just Halliburton like letting him shoot a lot. I didn't watch any of this game, but I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I don't think you can play 2 point guards at the same time. I don't think it works.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Like I think if both of them have an understanding of when to turn it on and when not to turn it on, like then it's possible. But I don't think you can have 2 of the exact same player type play together. I think we're seeing it with Chicago too. I guess we'll talk about them later. Like DeRozan and Levine.
I'm thinking of CP3 and Harden worked, obviously.
Yeah, like Harden, he was a 2 like his entire carear.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, and you could play him off ball a little more.
So good, anyways.
Yeah. But like DeRozan and Levine, like obviously it's working because they're winning and they're both being able to put up stats. But in like crunch time situations, who do you go to? Who do you like?
Dude, some of these shots, who ended up winning the buck? Yeah, some of these shots DeRozan was taking in the clutch.
They
I'm
were
like,
really dumb.
yeah.
He
I mean,
forced it a lot.
I know that's his game, but I mean, it kind of sucks that that's his game because that's in the
It's not
playoffs. That stuff
sustainable.
kind of comes back to bite you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he was a minus 21. Yeah.
Yeah, he still got 30, and but he took 30 shots to get there.
Yeah.
He wasn't efficient at all. Levine was efficient. I think Levine is the better player than DeRozan. I think obviously DeRozan's having a better season, but I think Levine is a better player. So I think you got to run more stuff through him because it looks like he's healthy now. Last few games, he's been way more efficient. He's looked more athletic. So I think you should start to run more through him. And I think that DeRozan can be used as a secondary scorer and like a primary playmaker instead of just like an ISO scorer and using Levine like off ball the entire time.
Yeah,
they got some stuff figured out. And a lot of those issues stem from them not having Lonzo and Caruso, like those like two true point guards. Like they haven't had a point guard for like a month and a half now. So like that's not like their fault. So they gotta weather the storm until Lonzo and Caruso are able to come back. Hopefully soon, because when those guys come back, I think that team is a lot more dangerous.
Yeah. Cavs Sixers. I actually watched this whole game.
It was good. It was a good game.
Yeah, the Cavs got out to a really quick start. I was watching this just to see how. I feel like right now, Harden is the more like important player to the Sixers, the most important player. I feel like he's probably the best player on the Sixers. Now, I mean, just the way he's completely like really transformed his game. Like these past, I mean, he only took 10 shots today. Like usually in the past, he goes like 3 for 15 from 3 with the Rockets those last couple of years. And it's
he's become exactly what Philadelphia needed.
I know. I mean, he
like exactly
really
what they needed.
He's just such a good passer, and just when he has to score, he can. And he's really like picking his shots out well. Letting Maxey do a lot. Dude, Tyrese Maxey has been on a tear.
He's so good. Nuggets are one pick away.
He'd probably be in Orlando then, I guess.
Probably. Yeah, likely, but still, I mean, he's just been so. I mean, one of the biggest knocks on him is that he wasn't a good shooter. Shooting 41% from 3 this season. Yeah, completely transformed it.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's Quickly's thing. Quickly was the shooter because they're both at Kentucky. Maxey was the guy who get to the paint, get downhill, and Quickly was the jump shooter, electric guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both like him becoming this good of a jump shooter is so huge. And I mean, since Harden's got there, he's averaging like 25 a night on ridiculous efficiency.
Yeah,
he's the perfect third star to complement.
I know you got the playmaker, dude. It's just James Harden is like one of the best playmakers in the league. Obviously, he's been one of the best scorers of all. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, the Suns took the lead.
No
time. And then you've got one of the best scoring centers, and then you got a great slashing and shooting guard in Maxey, and then maybe Tobias Harris. I don't know. He's kind of an idiot, but sometimes maybe he'll give you like a 25-point game in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think he's also like this whole season he's been kind of rough, but I think he's trying to. I think him and Will Barton are in very similar positions right now because of like the injuries and that's the role that they've had to be put into. I still think Tobias is a good player, but yeah, he's I don't know what he's doing. Half the time when he shoots, I'm like, what, why?
Mm-hmm.
You were wide open. What are you doing? And then he takes 5 pump fakes and then posts up and takes a fade away.
Harris's jump shot kind of pisses me off. He just like he just like flicks it at the rim, and damn, our chat's going crazy. Jokic is the second coming. Yeah, literally, Costa Kufis, Ohio State legend, by the way.
Costa Koufis went to Ohio State.
Yeah.
Really? Oh
like,
wow.
I remember him. I was like a kid. I'm like, damn, this guy's tall. I know Kyle, dude. Imagine Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, a choke
Yeah.
off.
Miami versus Chicago. I feel like that'd be a really good series, but to see them against each other would also be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my other. I mean, we talk about it almost every time we talk about the Bulls, but it's like that's our worry with Chicago. Is like, what are they gonna do? Like what do they do in the postseason when you don't have like Levine's never made it to the playoffs. Vucevic has never made it in a big position. Caruso is your only like big time. I guess Tristan Thompson too, but you only have like two guys who have really made it far.
Mm-hmm.
Lonzo really hasn't done anything. Lonzo hasn't made the playoffs in his career. Like all of your big guys are so new to that moment. So like
I know, and your big guy is a choker.
Yeah, and their big guy has like been one of the biggest chokers of the last decade in the postseason. So like that's just that's a big worry. And the fact that they have not been able to beat a single good team the entire year.
I know, literally.
Extremely concerning.
Let's go. Knicks took the lead. Dude, Jeff Green, bro. LeBron carried Jeff Green. Jokic can't. Jeff Green gets wide open in the corner. He just bricks every corner. How does he go from a 40% shooter with the Nets to like 29% now, probably?
Nug life, man. Nug life. I remember that happened with we traded for somebody. I don't remember when, but we got like a guy who was supposed to be a shooter, and then he just never
flopped.
Was able to shoot.
Damn, I don't know.
Was it Devin Harris? I think
maybe, but he was. I don't know. He was just a guy. That's who we got Emmanuel Mudiay rid of for.
Every time like I see. Every time we get like a guy who's supposed to be a good, I feel like Bryn Forbes has been like the only guy who's like carried over his shooting.
But it's like, why though? Like,
I don't know.
Like, why are they just shooting poorly with Jokic? Because like they get open. It pisses me off, dude. It's like, at least Aaron Gordon is a good, player of the Jokic effect, going from like a 40% field goal.
Yeah.
Player to like 52% this year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's look at the rest.
Yeah, the Pelicans destroyed Utah. They won by 35.
Oh my God! Campaign just bricked a layup off the backboard. He was open. He didn't even hit the rim.
Oh my God! We play New Orleans next.
Uh-oh.
And that I have a big worry about New Orleans because they have been on fire as of late. They have won, they're won 4 in a row, and against good teams too. They beat the Suns. They blew up the Suns. They blew up the Lakers. They blew up the Kings, and they blew up the Jazz. So that makes me extremely nervous. As to playing them, because New Orleans always gives us trouble normally, and now with CJ out there, that offense is just lethal. So yeah, that scares me. That really does scare me because Brandon Ingram, I feel like has become extremely underrated. He's like a true number one. He had 29 on 11 of 16 today. He had 8 rebounds and 6 assists. I mean, he's a primary playmaker in that lineup.
Wait, hold up. How did the Suns just win this? I was not paying attention.
They won?
Yeah, somehow they got the ball. Wait, hold on. Let me.
Cam Johnson hit a 3. Oh, my
Wait. Oh, 114, 112. Did the Knicks miss a free throw? Of course. Dude, the Knicks missed so many free throws. Oh, my God. Alec Burks, he usually makes his free throws.
He's like a 90%er, dude.
Oh, my God. Bro, it went through R.J. Barrett and Mitchell Robinson's hands on this rebound.
Oh, my.
Jesus, he banked it in, too. Of course he did.
Oh, my God. 38 for Cam Johnson. That's probably a wrap on the Knicks season, honestly. They are.
We banked it in,
bro. Oh, that's a tough one. Knicks fans have been in agony this entire year. They've had very little bright spots. This is not going to help. What was I saying? Pelicans. Um, Brendan Ingram is the primary playmaker on that starting lineup, and he's been extremely good at it.
Yeah.
And that allows CJ to just go out there and only get buckets.
Mm-hmm.
So that's terrifying.
This is a good team. Terrifying. This is a good team.
Yeah, they're only half game back to the 9 seed.
Yeah, we're gonna get it, dude.
Seed.
Can they please stop showing the Lakers on national TV? It's gonna be like 8 straight, and they show them tomorrow again against the Warriors. Like,
yep.
No one wants to see that. I promise you.
On ABC too.
Like, I know.
That's prime time. Like
they're gonna go
6:30 on a Saturday.
I'm pretty sure this is 8 straight national TV games, and they've gone like 1-7. I mean, they will go 1-7. They're not beating the Warriors, probably, unless I don't know, Steph Curry chokes.
Yeah, so they're on TNT for the last 2 days, Mavericks and Clippers. They were on ESPN for the Pelicans. They were on ESPN for the Clippers again. They were on ESPN for the Jazz. It's Warriors game. They were on ESPN for that. And the Blazers, they were not on ESPN or national TV for that. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 straight. And it's gonna be 7 straight tomorrow.
Are they going to be on it like Wednesday too? Or I mean, not Wednesday. Whatever.
They're next Sunday.
Wow, they're not next on TV
the 13th. They're on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I don't understand it. Like they're not good. Like you can flex out of these games. They better start.
Dude, this is literally the argument I was having with fucking Daniel Pike and. Oh my god, bro, he's so stupid. Whatever he was, I mean, the NBA just doesn't market anything, bro. Like the Grizzlies Celtics game, that was just interesting because it was like, I mean, the Celtics get put on there, but it was like 2 different kind of teams instead of just watching the Lakers every single game.
Same with the Knicks.
Yeah, literally.
It's the exact same with the Knicks. They like I get what people say. Like the thing is, almost every single Lakers game is entertaining too. Like it's always down to the wire. It's also always fun to see the Lakers lose, and on national television especially. But like they just draw the most people, and it's so annoying because the NBA has made it that way. Like that was our argument. Like the NBA made it that way on purpose instead of being able to grow these other markets outside. And that has created a big problem because now teams like Memphis, teams like Denver, teams like Minnesota, Portland, like they don't get the recognition that they should, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, if he was in New York, there would be absolutely nobody calling to trade him. They'd be, oh, he's the next superstar. You got to keep him in New York. You got to build around him. And instead, every time they lose and Shai has a big game, it's, oh, he's got to get out. You got to get him out. But, like, that's just how the market – or that's just how the media has portrayed these smaller markets. If you have a big star and you're not good immediately with them, you got to go. It's like, no. Like, you look at Denver and you look at Memphis. They have completely embraced their stars.
Yeah.
And they're small markets. They're tiny markets. And they have completely embraced their stars. I mean, Ja Morant and Nikola Jokic are folk heroes. They're legends in Denver and in Memphis now. Because of they played and they stuck with a small market and they gave them what they wanted. But if the national media starts to push that, they will start to become NBA, maybe not legends, but NBA-like people who you think of.
Yeah.
And that's just, I don't know. I feel like Ja Morant is trending in that direction because he's an athletic guy who dunks, and he's just, I mean, he's must watch.
Instead, we got people thinking THTs and Austin Reeves are like good. I mean, Austin Reeves is cool. THT, whatever, he's nobody. He's really nobody if he was on any other team but the Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like really disgusting. I know the Lakers do play like some good games, but this stretch, I mean, that Clippers game was just that put me to bed. By the way, I literally fell
Oh yeah,
asleep during that game. I was kind of thankful actually. I was like, what can put me to bed? The Lakers Clippers. I guess that'll, and it worked. I mean, the Clippers went on like a 30-0 run in the third quarter.
yeah.
But yeah,
I
I mean,
remember I was at the
The Pelicans game that was on national TV, that was a blowout. I guess they kept it close with the Clippers and Jazz and Warriors.
I remember like Lakers Clippers. I was at the airport and I had like an hour until my flight, so I started watching the Lakers Clippers, and it became halftime and it was a close game.
Yeah.
Then I started watching Breaking Bad, and I got caught up with that, and and then I checked back on the score, and I hadn't like checked anything, and I checked back on the score, and it's like a 30-point game with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. I'm like, how did we get here? How did I miss 6 minutes of this game and it became an absolute blowout? So yeah, they need to start pushing, because like it's not even that, like diehard NBA fans love it when the Lakers lose. Like we love seeing the Lakers fail. It is like it actually brings me joy when the Lakers lose, and that's like not good, but it does because I despise them.
Yeah.
And I despise big markets like that. So like legit NBA fans will watch whatever game is on anyway.
Yeah.
They're gonna be the ones that are watching, and it's not gonna affect them. But like the casual NBA fan, it's not even good basketball. Like they don't play well. So like they're not a good basketball team. Put teams that are good at basketball.
I know.
It's just like, yeah.
I know, but
this is extremely stupid.
It's like some of these days I'm like looking forward to like, oh, what's on net? What do I like not have to illegally stream to watch? And it's just always the Lakers on here, and I'm like, bro, like I know like I get happy too seeing the Lakers lose. It's like seeing like the Patriots lose or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I get happy too, but like at this point in a season when they're a horrible team and they're not gonna do anything, like I just know like whatever, that's a bad team. Now I just don't really even care, and like I want to see
now I don't care.
I want to see like good teams, like the Sixers are like really good right now, and like like I don't know, more like Mavericks, I guess. I don't know. I mean, the Bulls Bucks was good today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Knicks Suns, like, obviously they put the Suns on here.
Like even tomorrow at the exact same time as this Warriors Lakers game, there's a 76ers Heat game. Yeah. Are you telling me that you'd rather watch the Lakers get blown out by Golden State again?
Dude, I haven't seen a single like Heat game. Like they're just never on national TV.
Like these are the top two teams in the Eastern Conference. Two teams that might face each other in the conference finals. It could be a potential huge playoff matchup. And instead we're gonna watch the 2 seed destroy the 10 seed. Like really? Like is that really what we want to see? So it's just
nobody does.
It's the NBA has a massive problem with that in terms of marketing the markets properly.
Yeah. What season of Breaking Bad are you on?
I started on Thursday. No, I started on Wednesday, and I am on season 2.
Damn, this is your first time watching it?
Yeah, my dad watched it a few years ago, and I was just like, he finished it in like a week. It was insane. Yeah. I've never seen him finish a show that fast in my entire life.
So good. And then the sequel, or I guess the prequel, or whatever. No, the Better Call Saul. Yeah, I guess it's the prequel, whatever.
I've heard that's one really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm on season 2, episode 2 or 3, I think. So yeah, it's like the third episode or something when he's talking with Crazy 8 in the basement. That episode,
yeah.
That episode like got me hooked. I was like, all right, I gotta keep watching this. It's incredible.
I don't want to like say anything, but I feel like I was about to say like some, I don't know, whatever. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna
like, I know some stuff that happened because like my dad. I mean, he was watching it like 24/7. Like he would, like it was ridiculous. So like I saw some stuff. Like I remember like most of the first 2 episodes because I remember watching it with him, and then like I know, I know like Jesse like moves out and he like gets his own apartment, and then he has like a girlfriend with that other person. I know what happens with the girlfriend, and then, like but after that, and I know like the stuff with Gustavo and the chicken restaurant. Like I know that
Oh
that's
yeah.
part of it, but like I don't know like specifics of almost anything.
Yeah, I went to that like actual restaurant when I was driving from
Mm.
Denver to here. There was
It's
like
on the way.
wait, if you go through New Mexico, yeah.
Oh, I did go. I do go to New Mexico.
Yeah. I mean,
Just
it's
when we
kind of,
drove
I
here.
don't think it's really on the way, but I went to go like see it with my dad because you go through like Santa Fe and then I don't think you really go through Albuquerque, but we did. It was kind of cool.
Mm.
There was like an ostrich in the parking lot. I'm like, true, I guess, and a fire, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a great show. I'm looking forward to finishing it this spring break. I don't have anything else to do. I'm gonna go
Yeah, I know.
skiing. So I still
And
know
dude,
like
I'm going skiing Monday or Tuesday in Flagstaff.
dude,
I mean,
I
not
need to
skiing. I'm going
go.
snowboarding.
Yeah, same. I heard Flagstaff is good
I don't really
for
know it.
that stuff.
It's my first time going.
Yeah.
Um, all right. I think we're done, right? Are there any other
Yeah. I don't know.
games?
Wizards Hawks was close, but I didn't hear a single thing about this.
I don't know. Dude,
Kyle
Trae Young
Kuzma has been
completely
good.
that Trae Young game against the Bulls.
Oh my god, that was
I was like, damn,
so
he
tough.
completely closed him out. He shot
Yeah.
6 for 22 today, though.
Something that I've noticed. Oh man, Casey Pete, 28 on 6 of 6 from three, 10 of 12 from the
Dude, he
field.
should have been a Nugget. He should have been a Nugget.
The Hawks they didn't bench Bogdanovich, but they moved him to the bench to like kind of help that second unit out, and it's worked really well. They've been really good. They're starting Gallo now. Um, I think they moved John Collins to the bench too. What the heck?
Well,
Nah, this is.
he just came back off an injury.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Um, there you go. But yeah, DeAndre Hunter is huge. He had like, I think if
Wait,
he was healthy,
how is Gorgie Jang on the? I swear I just seen him play for the Bucks tonight. Oh, that's Ibaka. I thought that was Gorgie Jang on the Bucks. I'm like, what? I guess he's on the Hawks. Okay, I guess they kind of look the same, maybe. All right, whatever. What were you gonna say?
I just that the Gallo in the starting lineup has helped. That like I remember in the postseason, they closed out with Gallo a lot, and it was huge just because of the spacing. But I also think DeAndre Hunter is like key. I think if he's healthy in that series against Philly, I know they won the series against Philly, but they probably win in 6 if DeAndre Hunter's there. And with Giannis out, if DeAndre Hunter's there, I think they win that series against Milwaukee. So, like I think he's that important to Atlanta.
Yeah, I think they can be pretty good. I don't know. It's the same team that made the conference finals, so
yeah, they just gotta like figure it out. Like I don't know. Defensively, they're still god awful. Yeah, I think they can. They're a dangerous playing team. I don't think any team wants to play them in the play-in. Like that's going to be tough to beat. That's a tough team to beat. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't really have anything else.
Timberwolves blew out the Thunder.
Minnesota and Dallas need to stop winning.
I know.
Like, I beg.
I mean, I guess that's like I don't know. I would rather face because I think the Grizzlies are going to get the 2.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
Oh God. So yeah, never mind. I'd rather be the 5 seed because I don't want to go against the Warriors first round.
I do. I do. Because
I guess those streams not ending.
When you look at it this way, like I want like if Golden State is the 3 seed, I want the 6 seed because they don't have anybody to stop Jokic. They don't have a single player on that roster above 6'9".
I know
they have nobody to stop Jokic, and when we're fully healthy, the spacing like we're gonna have Jamal and MPJ back for that postseason run. And even if they're not the Jamal and MPJ that they were last season, even if they're just strictly floor spacers, that offense is unstoppable because you cannot help. You can't help off of Jokic. So you're just letting him go one-on-one with Kevon Looney the entire time. And if Draymond's back, I honestly think Kevon Looney does a better job on Jokic than Draymond does because Kevon Looney's like stronger. But like, I know Draymond hasn't played in either of the two matchups against Denver, and I don't think he'll play against the next two next week. But like, I think that Denver matches up best against Golden State, and especially the bench because of DeMarcus Cousins. They have nobody size-wise who can match up against the bench, and I think Memphis and Utah are the only two teams who can match size with Denver because they play bigs off the bench.
Yeah, I mean their backup center is like a 6'8" rookie small forward.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. I don't know. I'd just rather face the Grizzlies. Like I feel like if you just, I mean you like can't really, I guess, stop Ja Morant, but I mean I think he can like stop himself by not like passing the ball. And they're just like younger.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just like
less experience.
Yeah,
it's weird.
There's just something about
face
just the Warriors. It's just kind of just
it's weird saying like, oh, I'd rather face the Warriors, 3-time champions. You're gonna have Clay in full swing. I'm assuming they'd have Draymond back at that point. That's just so much less pressure on Steph. Like,
yeah,
like,
I mean, we'll see. I feel like we'll see what it's like in these last two games, but the other two games against the Warriors, it just felt like it was such a grind. Like you're just hanging on for like for me at least. I feel like those games were a little like lucky. I mean, you scored 89 points and you won the first game, so I mean that won't happen. And then obviously the Monte game winner. But yeah, I mean, I feel like Rivers does a good job on Curry. I mean, I feel like the whole Nuggets team kind of plays Curry pretty well. Like as he's coming off the screens and stuff. But yeah, I don't know.
It's just like playing in Golden State in the postseason is just like, that's such a tough atmosphere to win, and to play more home games there than to play, more home games than road games. It's gonna be the first time that you're doing that with this core. Like it's the first time you're not gonna have home court advantage. So it's tough, but I don't know. I think Golden State, like we've seen how Nikola Jokic plays when he is strictly a scorer. Like when you make him a scorer in the postseason, look at what he did against Portland. I mean, he dominated. I mean, he shot 60% from the field when they just let him go one-on-one. So that's my thing. I have that much faith in Jokic, but
Gary pisses me off too. I feel like
he's going to be tough.
He's just going to be one of those. Oh my God.
He's going to be like the Derek White
guy. It's just so annoying. Yeah.
I mean, he's going to be like the Derek White of the series where he's
going to hype up the crowd. I'm like, bro, like shut up. He's probably going to make a couple threes too. That just annoys me. So yeah, I mean,
there's not a lot of matchups that you look at and you're like, yeah, I love that matchup.
I know. It's like the Jazz. They all have their
every single team that you're going to play is going to be good.
I'm not too worried about it right now. I'm just hopefully the Nuggets win. Hopefully Jokic goes off somehow, gets the MVP. That's what I'm just worried about.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, me too.
We'll play whoever.
Inching closer to a MPJ return and Jamal return. I'm waiting for that. I think I talked about it Wednesday for MPJ, but I think Jamal, if he was going to go to Grand Rapids, they're going to come out around the same time. So there's a home stand that Denver has, the 20th to the 26th of March, and I feel like timeline wise, like if they were going to be cleared for contact this week, they're still like a couple weeks away. That would be like the week that it lines up in. So I feel like that homestand is when is to keep an eye out in terms of their returns.
Yeah. Should be fun.
Yes.
But I think that just about does it. It's pretty long stream.
Yeah. We started late too, so.
Yeah.
It's my bad.
Right.
I think it's gonna be it.
You guys for watching.
hopefully be able to stream Sunday. I don't know, but hopefully. So
wait, how do I end this?
Oh, go to more and then end live stream.
Okay. All right. Thank you for commenting.
Yes, boat God.
Boat God. The God.